Welcome back to The Bible is Art, and we're starting a new series where we read through a whole book. And in this first series, we're going to read through this book right here, The Poetics of Biblical Narrative by Mayer Sternberg. I've got some stickers on here. And the reason why we're doing this book is because it's one of the most foundational texts in the whole movement for how to understand, to read the Bible literarily. And it's amazing. It's genius. I mean, I couldn't say enough good things about it. But here's the interesting thing. When I was in undergraduate and graduate school, this book would always be like referred to, and it would be like an introductory of like classes, right? And I went to Wheaton College, I'll just say it. You know, in the introductory classes for whatever like Bible class it was, you know, there would be like, here, you know, the different types, different ways to read the Bible. And there's redaction criticism and source criticism, and literary criticism was just like one of those that was like in the rest of them. And you'd be like, and you know, there'd be a few things that were said about it. You know, here are the major figures, and you maybe get like a little bibliography. And of course, this book was always on it. We were never assigned any of it. And there's two important things about this. The first thing is that Jan Folkelman has a great article. It's on his website where he essentially argues that, listen, literary interpretation is not just another kind of interpretation. It is like the kind of interpretation, because the Bible, the kind of thing, the genre that this is literature, right? So you use literary means to understand it. So it's absolutely fundamental and central. It's like it is the way you understand the text. Now, if that's true, the one thing that I found that I found to be true with most of my professors is that it was clear to me that I don't think any of them had actually read this book, let alone ingested its insights. Why? Well, because when we actually got to the task of like reading the Bible, often many of these, they just often didn't read it. Not all of them, but most of them did not read it in a way that Mayer Sternberg, among many others, were advocating. And so later I picked up this book and started to read it and couldn't understand it, because amongst the plethora of works on understanding how to read the Bible as literature, and this is the hardest. And interestingly, it was one of the first. So this was written in 1987, and it was based on a lot of articles that Sternberg wrote before then. So I want to read through this book sentence by sentence and explain it in as simple terms as possible, because this will unequivocally blow your mind and make you a much better reader and noticer of the depth of the Bible. So that's what we're going to do.